What's up, guys? So you are with me today. We are about to go meet Melissa Hubbard, who is a new team member. She's a freaking rock star. She's a nationally recognized dominatrix. She is a published author. She's been in on the political scene. She founded the Indiana Tea Party. So she's done a lot of cool things, and she's about to hit 5K in her very first month. So we're at her condo, and you guys get to hang out with us. All right, guys, I've got to ask Melissa one question, and that question is, what is a piece of advice you would give to new entrepreneurs?
Never, ever, ever prejudge a prospect. Well, here's an example. I mean, you all obviously know that Lacy does HempWorks. I'm on Lacy's team. I do HempWorks too. My team I'm building nationally is Mellywood CBD. And the gal that brought me in, both of them, prejudged me a little bit. That's okay, but I ended up getting with exactly the perfect team for me anyway. But these chicks prejudged me. They didn't think that I could afford a $600 executive pack because I literally haven't worked for a year. But I could afford it. They screwed themselves out of 200 BV points because I bought 2 director packs to save a little money. And then I turned around a week later and bought another director pack. So I spent $600 anyway. And I had to pay shipping 3 different times when if I just bought the executive pack in the beginning, they would have ended up with 100 extra BV, and I would have paid only 1 shipping.
I love that too. I absolutely love that. Go big or go home.
Right.
Lay it on the table. Don't prejudge. If you are in sales, do the damn thing. So thank you, Melissa. I've loved hanging out with you today.
It has been one of the most fun days ever. Oh, and there's so many more fun days to come. We are planning field trips like crazy. So, and I do HempWorks full time. I'm 7 days a week right now. I'm committed to work 7 days a week at least through the end of 2019. CBD makes me feel so good that at 57, I've got the energy to work 7 days a week. And the actual purpose of this job, making people feel good and bringing extra income to them, is really just, I feel so good about doing this work. I want to do it 7 days a week, and I think right now that the universe needs me to do it 7 days a week.
And I still want some more. Don't fuck with the cops, no. I don't fuck with the ops, no. They call me Glock, you know. And you can get shot, you know.
Yeah, so it's been an interesting little week. I'm actually going to a meeting to meet my new financial advisors, and basically they're going to be my guys that I can just talk to about money, who know more about money than I do, etc., etc. Run my investment plan by them, and then kind of see where they're going from there, where they want to go from there. And this actually is cool. Is the guy that I met, his name's Cody Noye, and I met him off of Facebook, network marketing, just connecting like 2 or 3 months ago, and here we are. I'm in Carmel right now, Westfield, and yeah. Yeah, and then because what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to build a team of advisors. Because real estate attorney, tax attorney, financial advisor, and stuff like that. So when I come up with trying to build these assets, I need to run it through the ringer and figure out how we can move smarter. Yeah, so what I'm looking to do is that I want to create 2 assets, right? 2 businesses.
Hey guys, I'm Ryan Baster.
I'm Cody Noy.
We're at West Point Financial Group. Just actually met with Tim, had a great conversation. If you guys have any questions, need any planning, don't hesitate to reach out to us. Tim's a great dude, young guy, driven. You could tell after the first conversation. After first conversation, he wants to make a difference, man. So if you need help with anything, get a hold of us. 260-316-4409 is my cell. Text me, call me, find me on Facebook. My last name is Baster, Boester. There's no fee to this. Don't worry about that. If people charge you a fee to have a conversation, don't do it. These things are free. So get a hold of us. If you have any questions, don't hesitate.
This week has been a problem-solving and interesting week, but it looks like everything might turn out okay. So that house that we have on contract, we're actually going to get it sold. We're going to chop it up to a learning lesson on our end, because we're not going to make anything on it. But here's the play that we're using. So the concept is that I have a seller who has multiple properties, right? And I have a buyer who needs multiple properties. So there's a void there that can be filled. There's a gap, right? So what I figure, since as my newbie mistake of pricing the house wrong, getting the repair costs wrong, I'm going to sell this at the price that I got it for, in hopes that with the seller being buttered up a little bit, you know, him having his new profit inside of his bank account, I'm going to ask him about his other property that I was looking at and see if I can't actually get the deal right on that one, so where we can actually get, you know, some money out of it for me and BK. So we're gonna close this deal, and then I'm immediately hit up the owner. And what's cool though is that on Monday I actually had my buyer go check out the house that we were looking to get on contract next. So if this works out, we'll close the house, and then immediately we'll be looking to close the second house, and that one we'll actually make a profit on, and this will all hopefully pan out correctly. So the whole thing, right, so it's been like 2 weeks that I've just been stirring and, you know, kind of like stressed out a little bit about it, because I'm like, shit, like I can't get him to go down, I can't get my buyer to go up. I'm kind of in a tight spot here, like I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place. So I just thought about it a little bit, and then I came up with that idea, and I said, let's try it, let's run it. And the buyer was down for it. He had to come up a couple grand, like $2 or $3 grand to make it happen, and boom, we're in the game. So, you know, you just got to keep on keeping on. I actually recently acquired two investors who are looking to just invest in the wholesale company, but really just want to invest in me as a person. So they kind of want to get in early with whatever I'm going to get into. They offered, so altogether it's probably around 60, 70K or something like that. But I told them that I was kind of nervous taking that much money, and I really don't need that much money yet, because, you know, it's a lot to chew off. So I told them that I only want around like 10,000. I told them that I was going to take 10,000 and I was going to invest that into the marketing budget of the wholesaling company, so we can start scaling this wholesaling company. And then what I'm hoping that'll do is that will start generating a pipeline to start bringing in 2 to 3 deals a month. And hopefully we start banking in around, I don't know, 20 to 30K a month. That's what I'm hoping for, maybe 10, 20, 30K a month. And then, so now what I'm trying to do, because this is all new to me, I'm trying to figure out how I can set up these terms to where everything will just flow the smoothest. One way I was thinking about doing was creating a buffer period to where they invest the 10K, and then in 5 months they'll start receiving payments of probably about maybe $500 to $700 a month, right? So the reason why I want that buffer period is because I want to invest that money into the marketing campaigns, and then give the marketing campaigns time to grow and time to actually become effective and start bringing in deals, instead of getting the money and then immediately having to start paying that back the next month. Now, for the folks who are watching and are like, why are you taking loans and this, and that? You should do it yourself, blah, 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 blah. But the whole thing is that you want to start learning about good debt and bad debt. Bad debt is like what you get out on cars and houses and stuff like that. At least houses that you aren't, you know, making an investment property, houses that you just own as far as you're living in and stuff like that. You're not making any money off of it, you're just putting money in. So that's essentially bad debt. It's something that takes money out of your pocket and you get nothing in return. But good debt is where you take money out, or, you know, get loans from banks or people, whoever wants to invest with you, and you're paying that back, but it opens up a whole new business for you. You're actually getting income from it. So even though I'm getting a loan for 10,000, this could potentially scale the wholesaling business to generating 10 to 20 to 30,000 a month. So I'm honestly kind of nervous, but I need to practice it. And that's why I started off with such a small amount and didn't go all crazy on it. So on top of that, I just got a lead for a house in Fishers. We're actually about to go check that out right now. I just got the lockbox code. We're gonna go check that out. I don't think I can wholesale it, but I'm learning different real estate strategies. So the whole thing with real estate that I find really cool is that the smarter you are, the more business that you can make out of nowhere. You see what I'm saying? So I'm learning about all these different real estate strategies, you know. So if I can't wholesale it, maybe I want to flip it. Maybe I want to do a creative deal on it. Creative deal could be like, hey, if you want, you know, a certain amount of money, I can give you that money, but it has to be in a longer time frame. Or I can give you I can give you money now, but it's not gonna be the price that you want. You make a choice. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. It's been a crazy 2 weeks. All right, so what up, guys? So we got a lead from our website, I believe is where it came from, and we have this property that a group of investors, they tried to rehab it. They ran out of rehab money because of a subcontractor stole money and stole I guess items from them, and they ran out of rehab money. So here we are to look at it. You know, it's crazy. I did a Facebook Live. I got 3 people wanting to buy the house, and one of them wants to help me do something else with it, so cool. Let's check it out. They literally just stopped in the middle of it. I love the layout. King. So yeah, I'm not entirely sure what I can do with this because I'm still so new, but I was gonna try to wholesale it, but I think it's a little out of my range, but people are telling me it's not. But then I have another guy who wants to just buy the house outright and he would cut me something, so I don't know. Well, the reason why I really came to this house, even not knowing if I could do anything with it, is that eventually this is what I want to do. These are like the caliber of houses that I want to sell. $400,000 homes, you know what I mean? So this is kind of like, in 5 years from now, I'm gonna remember this moment because this is when I first came in and had no idea what I was doing. And in 4 or 5 years, I'm going to be leaving this property knowing exactly what I'm doing and selling the house, etc., etc. So this is like the start of something cool. The fact that this is even a thing is cool. The ambiance of it, you know what I mean?
Ooh, that's what happens when you don't pay attention to what you're doing. Let's see if Big Bertha can make it.
All right, guys, so I just finished my mentor training. We had a big 90-day challenge and we had all these mentors step up to do training, and tonight was my night. It was the very last one. And I honestly didn't train on anything. I just got super real and super vulnerable about my story. I talked about my rankers. I talked about the ups and downs of network marketing, and I just laid it all on the line. You know, so many people are going through what you go through, and the only way you're going to help them is by talking about it. And that's what we did tonight.